Hello, everybody. Chef Marcus Guiliano here. I'm with somebody very special today, Gerald Celente. And many of you know Gerald Celente from the Trends Journal. And this is where you shoot your nightly show right here.
Trends in the News.
Uptown Kingston, New York.
Yeah.
Historic Kingston, New York.
Colonial Kingston.
Colonial.
The only place in the United States with the only place in the United States with a pre-Revolutionary War stone building on each corner.
Yeah, that's just right here.
Right here, right over here.
That's 500 feet from us.
We have three of them.
Wow.
We own them. Yeah,
Wow.
The 1774 Academy, the 1750 Franz Rogan House, where our offices are, and the 1763 Dr. Jensen House, and the third one is a museum. It's 1691 Dr. Person House.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is the Mohegan building we're in.
This is where we do Trends in the News, so people see this set over here all the time.
The back bar. This is where it happens.
My name is Gerald Celente, and here's tonight's Trends in the News. So that's the bar.
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday.
You can find it on YouTube.
Yep. Matter of fact, there's a great one on that I was on with Ron Paul a couple of weeks ago. Last week, actually.
Last week, excellent.
And it's one to watch. But anyway, so now we're going to show you what this place really looks like because, as you well know, in the Trends in the News that I do each day, and I have to, here, just to show you when I do a Trends in the News broadcast, you see all this is outlined. So I have to read all this information every day and find the salient points in a story. Story after story, pick it up, any one. That's what I do. So you have to read the whole story to find out what's going on and how it's going to affect us. And because I read all this ugly information every day about how the freaks are screwing up the beauty of life on Earth, what I do as an antidote to all this ugliness is I create beauty around me. So let's look at really what it looks like at the Mohegan. Come on.
Let's take a look.
So here's where I sit when I did the Ron Paul interview and others. And that's my family. And they all rest in peace. That's some of them. And that's Zidzi, who I wrote the book, What Zidzi Loves Honey Boy. What Zidzi Gave Honey Boy. And that's Zidzi is the Neapolitan dialect for auntie. And there's the family. That's my mother, my Uncle Giuseppe. This is my uncle, it was a Bassoliere. And you see the feather in the back of his hat. World War I, he died. They used to run between the trenches, the Bassolieri. They were like the Navy SEALs and the Green Berets. Another worthless war and someone dying for no reason at all. Because a bunch of sick little bastards start wars that murder millions and cost trillions, and everybody salutes. Yep, dead. They used to say his wife, she wore black the rest of her life and never lived after that. There's a photo of me down here with John Connolly and his wife Nellie. And that's the book depository. Connolly's the person that was the governor of Texas that sat in front of Kennedy when he took the bullet in the back. And that's his first time back since the assassination. And when we were walking back into the Anatole Hotel, he said to me, this is 1992, 2 weeks before the election, when that little slimy piece of crap, lowlife little jerk-off, Bill Clinton, got elected, who sold this country out. The Democrats bought his bullshit. Anyway, it's 2 weeks before, walking into the Anatole Hotel, and he said to me, you know, Gerald, I read your book, Trend Tracking. That's why he wanted to meet me. And he said, I know your heart's in the right place, and your book is great. But the American people don't have a clue what's going on. Because if they did, there'd be a revolution in this country. Mm-hmm. And that's Zidzi when she got married. And that's my grandfather, my grandmother on my mother's side, my great-grandmother. Here, look at my great-grandmother on my mother's side. Look at that woman. She almost looks Native American. I came from a family where you didn't give bullshit, you didn't take bullshit. They taught us how to be men and women. Could you imagine Could you imagine a man trying to be sexually abusive to her? Wouldn't take it for a split second. And this is my parents' wedding. Everybody's souls rest in peace. 1934. Look how dignified everybody is. Could you imagine them taking bullshit from anybody? But we live in a little high school state. People can't fight for themselves anymore. So you need other people to do their fighting for them. We all learned how to protect ourselves and fight. But anyway, that's my family. And that's a fan gave me that picture. It's a great one. Oh, this is terrific. This is Les Paul. Oh, Les Paul, man. Phew, what a good. So I had that 78 that I bought. This isn't the right cover for it, but I get a call one night that Les Paul wanted to meet me. And he was playing down at the Iridium down in the city. And he said, could you be here in 3 hours? I said, I'll be there in 2 hours. I went down there, we met, after took a break, we sat back there. He used to come to Kingston all the time.
Very cool.
Yeah, and he was following my work because I used to be on the Joey Bishop show. So when he was leaving the Iridium and going back up to where he lived up near New Jersey and New York over here, south of here, he used to listen to the show all the time, so he wanted to meet me. But what a cool guy he was. What a wonderful man. So here's the rest of the Mohegan. And I create beauty and joy around me because beauty is the antidote to fear. And that's the Zizi oven, man. Yeah, check this out.
This is some oven. As a chef,
Yeah.
chef, I'm a bit jealous.
Yeah, this is a hood. Yeah, look at that, huh? Look at that. Look at that oven. Yep. Nabil Ati. He's the guy that created this. And wonderful, wonderful steel and a real artist, Pascal. This is a hood. This is a hood. And here's the kitchen. Yeah, with this, by the way, every morning I have a nice little espresso. Look at that. I got this in Milano. When I went to the Milano Expo in 2015. What a piece of crap that thing was. Brought to you by Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Broke my heart. I went with my cousin. I got a cousin, Vinny. My cousin Vinny, who has a place down in Minority, just a little north of Salerno. And my family's down from Vica Quense and Altavilla Arpina, right off the Amalfi Coast. Anyway, we go to the expo, and then we went to Trieste after that, and then all down the Dalmatian coast. But anyway, every morning I have a nice cup of this espresso, but I grind it by hand.
That's cool. Tell us about this.
Whole different taste. Here, here's what I do every morning. Put this down over here. Put that here. Now, what do you got to do when you get older? Because I keep hearing people, they fall, they break their arm, they can't use it. And so I'm trying to become ambidextrous. So every day I grind this. First, I do my left hand. So I want to keep my left hand in shape. Takes me 220 grinds. You see how few grinds are going down there? 220 grinds to make 1 cup of espresso. Whole different taste. Because when you put these beans into an electric grinder, they burn them up. And that's why you get that bitter taste. You don't get a bitter taste with this. And this is it's Friday, I'm not working today. I had a nice little Bloody Mary before I start the day. I think Jesus said, I think it's in the Bible, you gotta have a Bloody Mary on Friday if you're not working. Some horseradish into it, but here's how much sugar that I use when you make a espresso with that kind of coffee. And again, I always try to use my left hand. Yeah. That's how much sugar I have each day. That's it. Total. Bop. Sometimes even that's too sweet because the coffee does no bitter taste at all. Ah, yeah, look. I'm kidding. Here's the glasses I use. Got these, look at me, beautiful, from Spain. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I always do this. And so I have a nice, every day, and I go near my ancestors, and I thank them for all that they've given me, because I wouldn't be me without them. So I'm so grateful from where I come from, and I'm so blessed. So I salute. So every day.
So this is a great kitchen. Awesome oven. And we're talking about firing this thing up soon.
Yep. I'm going to have Nabil fix this thing up. We're going to get it going. It's gas and wood. Phew. We're going to put out food like a mwah, that only Marcus Giuliani could make, because when there's taste and fine ingredients and care and passione, well, people like to say passion, but there isn't any left in this country, or very little of it. This is the man that gives it every ounce of love, care, and affection, and his wife Jamie as well, and the whole staff over there. They are the ones at Aroma Time that bring life to time and time to life. And we're going to bring it over here as well.
Hold on one. So, that's right. Gerald and I are talking about me coming to cook here.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
firing this oven up.
Yeah.
And making some food. And Jamie's going to make some cocktails.
Yep.
So we're going to do a little testing, we're going to start doing some recipes here. We're going to do a bunch of things. We're not going to say what yet, but stay tuned soon, because I'll be back with some food, definitely.
Oh, yeah, some food and some jive.
Yeah, absolutely. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Check out Gerald Celente on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel?
Gerald Celente. Just put Gerald Celente in there and it comes right up.
Celente.
Yeah, Celente.
Celente. And stay tuned for some more stuff, some recipes, some food from the beautiful Mohegan here in colonial Kingston. Awesome.